Jane, guess what?
What?
I forgot to press record on the GoPro.
That's why we're Shite Youtubers. Hello, I'm Jane.
Hi, I'm Graham. And
And
together we are the Woolly Cod Wanderers. Well, hello everybody. Well, you've probably gathered from our intro who we are, but...
I'm Jane.
And I'm Graham. And we've also got these hairy kids we'd like to introduce you to. First off, this is our Cole, isn't it? And this one is the youngest one, Gladys. Isn't it? Yes. She's just a year old. Aren't you, Gladys? Yeah? But our Cole here, who I was introducing before you came on the scene, well, you're gone. This is our Cole. He's our 15-year-old old boy, isn't he? He's the grumpy old man. Right. And this one, this is our Clover. And you are, how old are you, Clover? I'm 12-year-old, Dad.
11.
Oh, she only, I stand corrected. She's 11. Yeah. And the other one, Gladys, you've met a few times already. Haven't we, Gladys? Come on. Yeah, here's the other one. Come here then. You're on the telly, look. The puppy of the family. Our Gladys. She's just a year old, aren't you? Yes. Yes, so that's an intro to all of us in our van. This being a two-part video is basically because Camper Van Gaz had seen our latest Woolly Cod Wanderers video and thought, they're definitely Shite YouTubers.
No, it did not. No, it's really, really nice that we've been invited to join this group. A lot of people we know, and they are our friends, and we're just absolutely thrilled to bits, aren't we?
Yeah. No, it's lovely. So thank you very much, Camper Van Gaz, for inviting us to join the group and to be associated with such wonderful people. Anyway, about ourselves, or our van, it's a long wheelbase Sprinter that we built ourselves, and you can see the build on Woolly Cod Wanderers channel. Well, it's just how we put the van together and our trips out throughout our experiences in it. We're not full-time van lifers, we're just weekend warriors, but we love being out in the van, and hopefully we'll be able to contribute to the group coming from the weekend warrior side as opposed to a full-timer. So you get a couple of different ways of...
Different perspectives on the same subject.
That sounded good, didn't it? Anyway, so that's the first section on ourselves. And next, we have to do our first official video, don't we?
Which is titled...
I've forgotten.
That's why we Shite YouTubers. What is it?
Oh, I am.
You have forgotten.
No, hang on, what was it? Why van life?
Oh yes, that was it.
Yes, why van life? So why van life, wasn't it?
Yes.
That was the question, wasn't it? Yeah. So why van life? Well, I suppose you have to look at the history of it. And when I was younger, the bairns were little, I used to caravan, and we used to use the Haven type holidays and things like that. I mean, you used to caravan with your boys when you were younger, didn't you?
Yes. Yeah, we used to go away most weekends with the caravan club.
That's right, yeah.
Caravan club rallies, yes.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
we were away in a caravan a lot.
Yeah. So when we got back together, all those years...
Yes.
Yeah, when we got...
we bought a caravan together, didn't we?
We did. Well, we bought two, didn't we?
Yes, we did have two.
In fact, the first one, I forget where we got it from now, but we travelled up to get it. And when we got it back, you know, afterwards, when you start looking round them properly, we realised there was water ingress in the front. Do you remember?
You could put your finger through the windowsill along the front.
Yeah. And your dad turned around to me and said, bloody just scrap it, but...
Yeah,
no.
he said, I'll give you the money that you spent on it for you to scrap it. You know, it's absolutely buggered,
Yeah.
basically. But then you were so determined.
Oh, yeah,
He stripped the whole front side of the caravan down. Every bit of wood went, and he rebuilt the whole front end of it, didn't you? And we were all so impressed.
Yeah, and we used to get away in it quite a bit, didn't we, at first?
Yes.
And then we got a bigger caravan. But we found that we hardly used it, did we?
Well, when we wanted to go, it was like a nice weekend. It was due to be a nice weekend. It was nice and sunny and warm. It's like, where would you like to go? And it's like, we'd phone up all these caravan places.
Yeah.
And we couldn't, they were all booked up.
Yeah.
So, we didn't, only big main holidays we were doing it.
Yeah. But even then, it just started to be a spare bedroom on the drive, didn't it?
Well, basically, yes.
That's what it became.
Yes.
So if any of the kids came to stop, if there was already one in the house, we used to make this the caravan into a bedroom, wasn't it?
Yes.
And then we got the idea of, how did we get the idea of going to look for we went to look for a motorhome, didn't we? But what?
Well, I'd been looking on YouTube because we only live in a 2-bedroom bungalow, and I was thinking that it was a bit small. So I thought, people live in smaller houses than ours. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. So I looked up the tiny house movement, and it was like, these people are living in houses a lot smaller than ours, and they're just well organised and they have everything set out right. And I was watching Living Big in a Tiny House, his channel. I think where's he from? I think he's from New Zealand. And this episode that came on, there was people who had converted a van and made it into a camper van, and it had never come on my radar before.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, when we went looking, I didn't know about this, did I?
No, you didn't.
So what made us look for a motorhome? Because that's what we'd gone to originally look at.
Well,
a motorhome, wasn't it?
Yes, because...
But the price of motorhomes, for what we could afford, it was like, a real old one.
I think it was like 32 years old. And they were
That's this leg.
they were getting a bit leaky by that age, weren't they, the ones that we were looking at?
Yeah, but I don't know why we went... I don't know why we started looking at motorhomes. Can you remember?
Because we were getting old, I think. And we thought I couldn't push our drives on a bit of an incline. And when I was in my 40s, I could push the caravan up the drive. But as I was into my 50s, I could not push that caravan up the drive anymore, could I?
No.
So I think that was why we were looking at motorhomes.
All right. And I couldn't reverse it onto my drive. I couldn't, no matter how I tried. I did all the proper manoeuvres. I'd practice in fields, but when I brought it up, now we'll just push it on, wasn't it?
Yes.
Anyway,
yes.
So we'd gone looking for motorhomes, and we'd been to this place up Middlesbrough, and we'd been having a look, and as we were coming away, we saw this long wheelbase.
There was a long wheelbase Sprinter in the yard, and it had its back doors open, and there was a quad bike parked inside it.
Yeah, it looked humongous,
and I
didn't
couldn't believe how big the inside of a Sprinter van was. I'd never paid attention when I'd seen one before, if ever I had. So I then mentioned to you that I'd found
tiny home movement type thing,
and converting vans.
Yeah. So to cut a long story short, because we're probably boring you stupid, is that we thought, right, well we'll get one of these, and why the van and everything else is related to birds and stuff, like the curtains and things, is because I'd had to go to building an aviary, and like Jane thought, if he can put 2 bits of wood together, he might be able to do a camper van.
Yeah, he might be able to do one of these self-builds.
Yeah. So that's how we came about going into the van. But when we built it, we just thought, it's just going to be for weekends away, when we can get the time off work and things. Not thinking anything of what's out there, were we?
No.
The community, and I really mean this, it's amazing, isn't it? And it's like, It's just a complete different world, isn't it?
Yes.
And it's just lovely to be part of. So if you're thinking of getting a van, whether you're going to live full-time or weekend warriors such as ourselves, I would definitely recommend it, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Because, as you say, even like when COVID was on, and, you know, like when there was restrictions eased, but like public toilets were closed and things like this.
Ah, yeah.
Didn't we?
Yeah.
We'd take the van if we had to go to the shops.
Yeah, we go to B&Q. We needed something to B&Q, didn't we?
Yeah.
And I remember we went in the van, in the camper van.
Yeah, in case you needed the toilet.
Yes,
Yeah.
because there was long queues for everywhere, wasn't there?
Yeah, and they don't think the public toilets were open, were
No,
they?
they weren't. No.
But yeah, so it's not only just for going out, enjoying yourself on the weekend, it's for doing the normal things.
Yes.
But it's something we don't regret, do we, at all?
No.
And as I say, we're as I've said, we're only weekend warriors. But by God, do we look forward to our weekends, don't we?
Yes, and the dogs are so calm.
Yeah.
They love the camper van more than the house. I mean, look at them, they're all asleep.
I know. Yeah, now Gladys is so well behaved in the camper van. You wouldn't think so when she's in the house.
No accidents in the camper van.
No.
Unlike the house.
No, when we first got it and we put a puppy pad down the first night, thinking God knows what we're going to end up with. She used the puppy pad that one night. Then after that, she never used it again, and she's been fine, and
Yes.
no accidents. Get her in the house. She thinks she's in the bloody field and she can do what she wants wherever, doesn't she?
Yes.
Anyway, we're digressing.
Yes.
But that's how we ended up getting into van life.
Yeah.
So, hope it's been of some use, or
Well, I don't know.
might find it a little bit interesting, but there again, we're shite YouTubers, so
yes.
it's probably all just shit. But, you know. So I suppose that's it for now then, isn't it?
Yes, so until the next one.
Bye for now.